Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so that whenever we release a video at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, you'll be the first to receive the same. Remember to share the video with your friend, your mama, papa, girlfriend, boyfriend, and your side chick and side man. Yes, and post a comment below, even just to post and say, I am here to show your appreciation of the work that we are doing here at the Jamaica Young Police Channel. And thanks for being a part of the movement. So, moving on. We at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we hate criminals with a passion. So here's one of them. This guy name is Javon Pinnock. Yeah, aka Froggy. Have a distinct scar on the left side of his face, and him eye go all the way down to him cheekbone. And you know, more or less is a Jamaican do that, you know, telephone cut. I don't know how them come by that thing for, you know, to scar people face like that, and that it's just awful, but terrible people. So this man that you're looking at, his name is Javon Pinnock, aka Froggy. Yeah, Froggy them call him on the street, and he's wanted in New York, in Queens, New York, for the murder of Javon Jamison, a Jamaican youth them called Blingers. Yes, and Blingers was killed almost 2 years ago by this man and another man named Christopher King. Christopher King is in custody in New York, awaiting trial for the murder of Jamison. So we are appealing, we are begging, beseeching you Jamaican people in Jamaica and the diaspora, wherever you see this man, to inform the police, whether it's 119 or 911, and let them know that this man is wanted in New York for the murder of Javon Jamison, so that this man can be placed in custody or go straight to the departure home where he belongs, and that's justice. And we say that because we hate criminals with a passion, because there was no reason for this man to kill Blingers, because Blingers was not a threat to him at the time. It was murder, clear murder. Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Yes, we're sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but we can't tell you this. Usain Bolt will not get back his US $12 million. Same kind of scarlet a day, you understand? Yes, you say you're black and you want to rub shoulder with white people. If you know your history, you would know that the original thieves, the original robbers, terrorists, and everything that is to do with dishonesty, it has to do with white people. Remember, white people, if you know your history, you'd realize that these are the people that have been around the world and commit the most atrocities. When they talk about dishonesty, they write the book. All the laws that have been written by white men is because white men know that the ones who have conscience know that what their predecessors have done is wrong. So that's why they made laws to correct what had happened before. So as a black person, only some black people trust white people, but we can't tell you that they are not people that to be trusted. You understand that? All of them, but it's all up to you, even black people, to trust people when they come on to your money. You have to be smart. So Usain Bolt, Usain Bolt, he can't scar it today because he's not going to get back that money. We can't tell you that for a fact. So you know that here, Usain Bolt is the world's fastest man, an 8-time Olympic gold medalist and a global icon. He's a household name synonymous with speed, power, and dominance on the track. But what about his life off the track? Specifically, his financial life. There has been whispers of financial troubles. And also whisper where I talk about people, I talk things and not for the public, for public consumption, but I talk about You know, he might try for, because he's a global star, he might put himself up there with them, and they don't want none of it with him because he's not a part of them. He's not white, and him forgot to say him black. So because of that, you know, it have some some financial troubles. So I'm here to explore, you know, what white investors have conned him. Yeah, they have conned Usain Bolt. Financial challenges are no secret. It's been reported that he lost millions of US dollars, and it's hard not to wonder if he was misled by those he trusted. I see yours truly. If I'm going to invest my money, I have to see it. I'm not going to give anyone my money, period. I'm telling you, based on my experience and what I have not only grown up, but what I have seen and experienced and know about these people, I am not going to just take up my money and just give people like that. No, sir, not me. So the question is, how did it get this bad? Was it a case of poor financial planning, or was he taken advantage of by those who promised him the world? The potential impact of being misled by investors is staggering. It's not just about the money, it's about the trust, the reputation, and the legacy. When you are a global superstar like Usain Bolt, you attract a lot of attention, and not all of it is good. Some people want to exploit your fame, wealth, and trust. It is a delicate balance between making smart investments and avoiding those who would do you harm. The financial world can be a cutthroat, and it's easy to get caught up in the hype and the promises of big return. But what's happening when those promises turn out to be empty? Both financial troubles are a cautionary tale for anyone who's ever considered investing in something that seems too good to be true. They remind us that even the most successful people can fall prey to scams and fraudulent schemes. What can we learn from his mistakes? How can we avoid falling into the same trap? The answer lies in doing your due diligence, being cautious, and never investing in something you don't fully understand. It's hard not to wonder if he was targeted because of his fame, wealth, and trusting nature. Numerous controversies surround his investment, and it's clear that something went wrong. One of the most significant controversies surrounding Bolt's investment is the Jamaican-based investment firm, Stocks and Securities Limited. It's been reported that he invested millions in the firm, 12 million US, and him not get about that, only to find out that it was a scam, and all the people involved in the scamming him are aligned to the PMP criminal organization. It's a classic case of being misled by false promises and fake returns. But what's interesting is Bolt didn't realize something was amiss until it was too late. The evidence suggests that those investors conned Bolt. The signs and warnings were there, but he ignored them. He trusted those who promised him the world and paid the price. It's a cautionary tale for anyone who's ever thought about investing in something seems too good to be true. So, you know, when people are conning on them things, and them tell you all of the nicest thing and the things them when you want to hear. And when it reach that dopamine reach that part of your brain and them thing there, yeah, you just lose all of your train of thought and you think about all of these. The world them promise you. These people are some evil people doing them, remember telling you. And them still walk up and down free of Jamaica. So it's a reminder that due diligence is key, that research is essential, and that trust must be earned. Usain Bolt's financial troubles remind us even the most successful people can fall prey to scams and fraudulent schemes. We at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, the only person we trust is me, myself, and I. No, we don't trust people that easily, as we tell you already. So Usain Bolt is popping up on social media like seasoning in every Jamaican pot. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. As if he's running a full-blown campaign for a big belly white man. Himself, Mark Gummy Bear Golden. You think it was a trap meet, and Golden is handing him the button to sprint all the way to Garden House. Now, let's call a spade, and not a damn shovel. What do you mean? Words on the street is that the promises were made behind closed door. That if the PMP, criminal organization, takes power, taxpayers' dollars, yes, your money, my brother and sister, will be used to reimburse Usain Bolt for the 12 million. Stop right there. Pause this video and subscribe now to United We Win, Divided We Lose. This channel exposes the enemies of global democracy, led by the US, now under threat from a South African billionaire named Elon Musk, Peter Thiel and others, manipulating the world. Subscribe now. Subscribe to the channel. Those who know the truth but stay silent are nothing but fools and cowards. Speak up or be complicit. As we says, those who know the truth and stay silent are nothing but fools and cowards. So moving on to today's video. And USC lost to some white collar tricksters. Apparently the very same people he was eager to rub shoulder with, pop champagne with, and toast cheers at yacht parties. Those are the ones who condemn, not the government, not the Jamaican people. And then he want the Jamaican people to pay him. And he might complain against say government no do nothing for him. He never invested money with the government. He invested with white people. Yet people who are aligned to the PMP criminal organization. But who is bold enough to tell him that truth? Who's gonna look Jamaica's fastest man in the eye and say, boss, the government never thief your money. It's the same white people you was trying to keep company with that gave you the Consman's 100-meter sprint. Start fast, disappear faster. That's how it go. What do you mean? Are you giving them your money? I know you're complaining, say government now do nothing for you. You never give government the money, your money. And this happened when the PMP in the government, I PMP them same one. You hear Dr. Peter Phillips talking, and them phone friend thief your money. Use as somebody for run a political campaign and lose the election. You see, instead of holding the scammers accountable in court, Bolt now seems to be winking at politics, aligning himself with Gummy Bear and his promised land of refunds dreams. But here is the rub. It's not the job of taxpayers to backfill a millionaire bad investments. That's not economic justice. That a VIP passed the foolishness. If Usain Bolt had invested his money properly with due diligence and professional oversight, instead of blindly trusting smooth talking financiers. You know, say scammer, a country you come from and them thing, you know scammer. Scammers are people that are full of sweet, them have a sweetest talk. And let's not pretend. Bolt was some innocent country boy, fresh I'm sure with content. The man had access to every financial advisor in the world. Instead, he put his trust in wolves dressed like hedge fund consultants. So here is some real advice for Jamaican sprint king. Stop running from the truth and start running to court. Lie up and sow the living daylights out of the con artists who dupe you. Don't shift the burden onto the backs of the same Jamaican taxpayers who are hustling every day just to get by. You know, to buy a tin of mackerel and a pound of flour. And to Gummy Bear Golden, if you are truly serious about leading Jamaica, you might want to remember that national leadership isn't about pleasing celebrities with promises. It's about protecting average citizens from elite entitlement. In short, Bolt should stick to running tracks, not running with politicians, especially not ones who promise him public funds to patch up private losses. Because as every Jamaicans know, play fool, get tricked, but try to trick the people. That's how riots start. So Usain Bolt, despite his unmatched speed on the track, continues to prove that running fast doesn't always mean thinking fast. Let's be real. He's starting to sound like yet another low IQ Jamaican who simply doesn't understand the game that con artists and scammers play. Especially the polished, well-dressed, white types, you know, who smile while picking your pocket. I tell you all the nice thing that you want for a year. Give them your money and them give you the world. Now, here he is endorsing or cozy up to Mark Gummy Bear Golden. As if that's the solution to Jamaica's problem. But let's pause for a moment and deal with the facts. Mark Gummy Golden is not a Jamaican by birth or naturalization. Let's that sink in. So during this much anticipated opposition response to the national budget, an ideal moment for a drop the mic performance, Mark had the perfect chance to silence all doubts and critics. All he had to do was whip out his Jamaican birth certificate and his British renunciation certificate and say, "Here I am, one of you. I gave up England for Jamaica." Well, guess what? He didn't. And you know why? Because he couldn't. He's not giving up his precious England land of tea and crumpets, Buckingham Palace and white privilege for little Jamaica and the very black people whose votes he now desperately needs. And yet some people, blinded by the glitz and the false promises, are lining up to vote for a man who doesn't even respect the people enough to show proof that he belongs. Usain Bolt should know better. You can't scream Jamaica to the world out one side of your mouth and then there's someone who wouldn't even give up his British passport for the country you claim to love. That's not patriotism. That is public relations gone wrong. And to the Jamaican people, secretly, the youth and those who love to say, "We woke now," are you really paying attention to what's happening on the global stage? Have you seen how America is cracking down on dual allegiance and foreign interference? Do you see how loyalty matters in leadership? Or are we just going to pretend that a man can lead Jamaica while holding onto England like it's a safety net? Let me make this plain. Jamaica is the Jamaicans. England for the Englishmen. Mark Golden has already made his choice. He doesn't want to say it out loud because he knows the truth will cost him votes. So don't be fooled by smoothing speeches, charming smiles, or promises mirroring air-conditioned rooms. A con artist always sounds good until the con is revealed. And when it comes to Mark Gummy Golden, the only thing he's sticking to is his British identity. Because he knows that no matter how sweet he talks, he's not giving up the empire for the island. Usain Bolt might be the fastest man alive, but when it comes to politics, he's running in the wrong direction and dragging others with him. And that's why we tell him, say, Usain Bolt, him not get what that money. Him not gonna see it ever again. So whether or not Usain Bolt want to accept it, here's the hard, unfiltered truth. He's never going to see the US $12 million again. The money that mysteriously vanished from his account at Stocks and Securities Limited, SSL. And why? Because he trusted the wrong people. Not ordinary Jamaicans, not the government, but a bunch of smooth-talking, well-connected white-collar crooks. Literal white people who saw him not as a national icon or a living legend, but a big, walking, breathing ATM with gold shoes. Now, here we are, months later, years later since them thieving money of seeking justice through the courts and targeting the real criminals. Bolt is listening to whispers and promises from a new set of scammers, this time in the political arena. The latest in line, none other than Mark Gummy Golden, the man with one foot in England and the other trying to step into Jamaica's Prime Minister's office. Let's be clear. Anyone promising to repay Bolts using taxpayers' money is not only a liar, but a con artist, worse than the ones who robbed him in the first place. The Jamaican people, many of whom are struggling to pay light bills, send their children to school, and afford one tin of bully beef and a pound of rice, should not be forced to bail out a millionaire. A billionaire, you should say, who made a bad investment decision because he trusted the wrong people based on how they look and sounded. It's one thing to be scammed by financial advisors wearing suits and speaking proper English. That can happen to anyone. But to turn around and align himself with another white man, Mark Gummy Golden, just because he's offering sweet nothings in politic whispers, that's setting yourself up to be scammed twice. First by the bankers, now the politician. Let this be a wake-up call. On the fools trust scammers twice. We'll repeat that Usain Bolt for you. Usain Bolt, only fools trust scammers twice. You were scammed once by white people, and now an ex-white man has scam you. Mark Golding is no savior. He's not Robin Hood. He's not Marcus Garvey. He's not even a Jamaican by birth or naturalization. This is a man who had the perfect opportunity to show his loyalty and citizenship, and he ducked the moment like it was a bad pass. If we can't prove his Jamaican status, why should we trust him to lead the Jamaican people? And for Usain Bolt, the question remains, are you going to be a national hero who inspires wisdom, financial literacy and independence? Are you going to be remembered as the man who ran fast on the track and got outpaced by scammers twice in one lifetime? The SSL thieves are long gone, their fingerprints wiped clean by privilege and power. But now the next con is unfolding. And if Bolt isn't careful, he's going to end up being used again, this time not for his money, but for his name, his influence and connection to the people. So we see the thief in the black thief come out the other day. I mean, that a Percy, Black Percy. So here's the word of caution for Usain Bolt and anyone else thinking of following Gummy Bear into this political fantasy. A scam wrapped in politics is still a scam. And just because the person doing the con wears a party pin doesn't mean their hands are clean. Jamaican can't afford to pay back the stolen US millions, 12 millions to anyone, not even Usain Bolt. Not when hospitals need beds, roads need fixing, and schools need resources. The real criminals are the ones who took the money, and they should be the ones paying it back, not the people. If Usain Bolt wants justice, he needs to go after the thieves, not beg for a political handout from another slick talking, English loving opportunist. Usain Bolt, use your brain and not your feet. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.